Yo, yo, yo. I bet.
Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody?
Yo, yo.
You all right over there, Ivan?
Up? Yeah, I'm good. You know.
All right. We're live today, guys. Y'all actually gonna see. Y'all see us on video now. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, we're live this time.
We heard your comments and we listened, and as we said last week, here we are on video. So, welcome to Sneaker Culture 101, episode 2. That's right. We're gonna keep it going. Y'all thought there might only be one episode, but no.
Yeah, we're back again, improving every time. So, yeah, we're here to talk about what you guys know of and new topics of the week.
Yep. Well,
discussions.
Like we said last week,
something like that.
We're going to start every show off. Now that we're on video, we got to check out the fits. We are sneakerheads and vintage wearers and streetwear connoisseurs. So we always going to be in some fly gear. What you got on today, Ivan?
All right, word. I tell them straight off. I got Bulls gear on. I think I got the 95 champion tee on. Stand up for the camera so you guys can see this. You know, with the matching hat. You got to make sure that it's on point. And the beaters, I got the beater bread ones on today. Just keeping it light, chilling, you know.
They still some bread ones, though.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, you can't beat a pair of bread ones.
Tell them what you got on today, bro.
Today I got on some Pumas, of course. They're stand up. Y'all see them a little close up later, but some Pumas from a company in the UK called Size to celebrate their 20th anniversary. Some black and orange joints. Always got to keep the socks right too. So I got some money briefcase socks.
Security bag type of ordeal.
And then,
I feel.
Like he said, always got to support some local guys. So I got my boys Seasick Records on my back as always.
For sure, that shirt is sick. Shout out the home team.
I spend way too much money on records in that store. You should go spend money on records in that store too. They're not even paying us. I just really love those guys.
Yeah.
Shouts out. And then corduroy Supreme hat. If you need some Supreme, holler at your boy.
Good Preem wear.
Glen Iris Vintage and Sneakers.
For sure. Good Preem wear. And since we're speaking of video, as you can tell, I got a few pieces that I thought I could hang up in the background. It's going to change periodically in whatever setting we're in. But if you guys get bored of what we're saying or what we're looking like type shit, you can check out some shit that might be posted on the site or I might be wearing. You never know.
Hit them up.
And, of course, we got the bundle of our favorite sneakers over here in the corner if you're looking at that also. So, yeah, just talking about some of our favorite things. But let's get to
It's
the
Christmas time.
nitty-gritty.
What better time to talk about your favorite things than Christmas time, right?
True.
So we already went over the drop for this week last week. If you want to hear about it, you should listen to our last episode, episode 1. You got the Quantums coming out, the Grinches coming out, the Reverse Flu Game 12s.
Yeah.
Go cop you a pair. Get you some Kobe's. R.I.P.
True.
This week we're going to switch it up a little bit, right, Ivan?
Yeah, I mean, the year's ending, so why not do what you would hope that we would do and tell you about the top 10 sneakers of the year, or at least our personal opinion. Because like we told you the first episode, we're just going to be telling you what we personally like and what we personally think is cool or of our culture or what's going on around us. So we are here to tell y'all about the top 10 sneakers that we put together and that we think are the hottest of the year.
Now, this is a combined list, guys, so there was definitely debate beforehand.
I should have said let him
beforehand. We went over. There was some definite debate about where shoes should be on the list and what shoes should be on the list. See, that sigh is because number 10 is a shoe I basically made be on the list because I'm a huge Puma head, and there had to be a Puma on the list. We disagreed about which Puma, but I made my case. The RS Dreamer, your boy J. Cole coming out with a basketball shoe. I know some people.
I have to look at it while he says it so I can get my personal opinion ready and
Some people say it could be flyer. I think it's fly, and I just think it's cool that a rapper who used to play basketball was like, I'm gonna design a basketball shoe. And then it was a good basketball shoe. You saw it in the playoffs. Kyle Kuzma hit a game winner wearing it. Now they got LaMelo Ball wearing them in a special advertisement for Puma.
They all right. They're okay.
So
They're all right.
they had to be on my top 10, and I'm a huge J. Cole fan, so that's my
And
boy.
a huge Puma head.
Yeah, I'm like, that goes.
They're
without
cool.
saying.
The Ebony and Ivory prayer will let slide. I'm just like,
I really
scrolling
wanted
through,
those he was
looking.
wearing at the All-Star game. The all ebony ones or all ivory ones. They were all ivory. That's
Okay,
what.
they're straight. They're cool. The box was sick.
The box was sick.
Yeah, so I'm
Shout out to
not gonna
Puma's
dig
design
too
team.
deep because before we made this list, I was kind of getting a little bit on the hectic side on it, but then I had to go back to we're doing this list of our personal opinions, so
Right.
I had to get back down to earth on it a little bit. So
And it's gonna be different than I mean, there's gonna be shoes you heard on other lists, but they'll probably be in different places, and there might be some shoes missing that you thought would be on the list.
yeah, I mean, like we told you, this is our personal list. So number 9 on the list.
What's it, those JJ Bounds,
Oh yeah, see,
New
this is the one I put
Balances?
on there. And
Yeah, we talked. Remember, he said last week he's gonna be the New Balance guy.
And like I mean, I'm looking at a picture of him now. It's just like, how could you go wrong with this shoe? Everyone's trying to clown me and says because I'm a dad now, and that's why I like this shoe. But I mean, you can't go on. And then the green ones are just so of the earth.
I used to wear New Balances. I can't front. I told him earlier. I bought.
I wish I
3
had a pair of
What were
them.
the 540s? You remember those? The gray, all gray ones. I bought like 3 pairs of them back in the day. Probably
Alright.
15 years ago, 16 years ago.
They're sick. They're cool. They're laid back. You know, subtle flex. Why
Definitely,
not?
definitely a great dad.
I'm
shoe.
glad he let me put that on the list since I let him put the Puma. So
There you go.
know. Number
They
8.
were on the list first. I just want to throw that out there.
Word. Alright, we'll let it slide. We'll let it slide.
And
So-
then a shoe that was definitely up for debate again, the Yeezy 700 V3.
See, we got it at number 8, and that's all
It's
Aaron's opinion because I think it could be higher on the list.
I just don't. I don't think it jumped like he thought it was going to jump. It's definitely design wise. It's some
Phenomenal.
crazy like futuristic design, and you got to hand it to
It's
Kanye
so
for
that shoe is fire.
coming
bro.
up with that
That shoe
crazy
is so
design. I mean,
fire.
look at some of his other stuff he's done, like the second version of his slides or whatever, the foam posit things he just did.
They look like the Crocs.
Look like Crocs, yeah,
Yeah,
easy
see?
Crocs basically.
Shout out to Kanye, dude, on those shoes.
He's
because they're sick.
he's already in outer
You
space. y'all.
can't knock it. You cannot knock it. So I'm glad we let him make the list.
But I mean, it's just when you compare him to other Yeezys, to me, it's like, oh man, like
Maybe like
compare
the
him
first,
to the
maybe the
350s,
first
man.
wave runners.
The
Other than that,
350s, the three,
which 350s?
any of them.
No
You just-
way.
You look at them. There's
No way.
it's such a
I bet you
crazy
the
design
orthopedic
move.
fit in that shoe is probably way better than the 350s.
No way, bro.
Really, the 350 more looks like a sock. This shoe looks like it's gonna be quite comfy on the foot.
The 350s are comfy.
No, I'm not. I'm not taking away that they're not comfy. I'm just saying that they probably have more orthopedic in this shoe since it's more built versus more sock feel. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right. We can go to number.
Have
7.
you held any of them though? Any of those 700s? Because
I
I don't
can't
know
personally say I have.
what are they made out of. That's
Can't
one
personally
thing
say
I
I
do
have.
not know. Because are they foam or are they
sick,
rubber?
And then the yellow ones look cool, and then like the little black and brown looking Jones that we talked about last week that I
don't know,
told
bro.
you. So glad they made it on the list. You know. So what number we on? 7.
Was
Look at number 7.
I think we are on 7. Let's see.
No, that was 7 actually. I'm not because
No, that was 8.
yeah. So look at number 7.
Number 7 is the court purple ones that came out at the top of the year.
Yeah, and
The ones that started the whole year, y'all.
Yeah,
Of
that's-
ones.
I had to put these on the list because I mean, like Erwin said, they started
Drink
the one
responsibly.
era, in my opinion. Like, and they're cold, they're classic. You can pretty much wear them with anything. They're
I
a
don't know
good
about
one.
that.
They're a good purple one, and I'm a huge LSU fan, so like
Yeah, he tried to hang up an LSU banner in here, y'all.
something like that. Keep that beside me, you know. just
Y'all
get a little
already
cold
know.
in there.
Y'all already know it's Crimson Tide till I die with me. If
But yeah,
anybody knows me.
The court purple one is just a good one. I personally think it was one of the best ones that came out this year, out of a lot of ones that came out.
A lot of ones did drop this year.
And I'm a
whole
very
lot of
subtle
ones.
guy, so that's my opinion on it. That's why we threw it on the list. You agree?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can't beat those simple colorways that are like so close to OG colorways.
The biohacks will grow though.
Yeah,
It'll grow eventually.
I like the
didn't personally like
biohacks.
it.
I like the biohacks. I got a pair in one of these boxes
Somewhere around here, right?
somewhere.
Stacked
Yeah.
up.
I don't know.
All right, number 6.
Holler at me.
What we get for number 6?
Number 6. Number 6 is a twofer. It's
A
both
twofer?
colorways of
Okay,
the off-white 5s.
We're selling with the off-white 5 in general.
Off-white
We
had a
like
nice year. We definitely talked about the off-white 4s. Possibly the ones that have already dropped the sales. You know, they're supposed to be dropping the men's version, the breads, later this month, supposedly. But
You know, they were supposed to do a grape 5
really,
off-white.
off-white was?
Yes, sir. That's why I was
What made
like
him change his mind to
I don't know.
the white and the gray?
They may come out next year. Who knows? I just know that
Shouts out to Virgil. What's up, dude?
Yeah, though.
You
I gotta
doing your
see
thing.
those 5s. I gotta get a pair because they look so sick.
How do you design for Versace and Jordan? Or not Versace, my bad. Louis Vuitton.
Yeah. Speaking of other designs like that, what we got at number 5?
Number 5.
I think, speaking of fashion and Jordans, I think we sit the number 5 at, not mistaken.
Oh, speaking of, fashion houses.
I thought so.
Dior.
The Dior was
Speaking
number
of fashion
5.
houses. Nice
Only-
little segue there.
Only because I feel like it was a breakthrough for fashion and actual Jordan / streetwear to intertwine and marry and put that ring on the finger and actually walk down that aisle. And,
Right.
you know what I mean by that?
Where you could literally wear super haute fashion with some Jordans and it would make sense. Because you have on
Funny
Dior's.
thing is how the Dior's dropped in value on
lot.
quote unquote StockX. But in my personal opinion, I don't think they should have dropped it low. I think they should have just.
Did you like the
stayed
lows
at
or
a
the
value.
highs better?
I want to see them in hand because the lows look crispy.
I love the
lows look
packaging.
very crispy.
Did you watch an unboxing
Yeah,
of
I've
those?
seen a few unboxing of
Man, the packaging was phenomenal.
it. It is, and then if I'm not mistaken, it has like some wood under the insole, or is that just Dior print all over it? Like, what is it?
I think that's just Dior print.
Okay, it's
All
cool.
over it.
Either way, it's cool. That's why it's a solid number 5. We'll just let it rock with 5.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think very many other of the fashion. Like, I honestly think a Gucci Jordan 1 would have just been kind of tacky. Like, I feel like Dior is like
Dior had a hell of a year, and also
I feel like
into
Dior's
the-
like just what's the word? No, it's like just classy enough to legitimize Jordan
okay.
in that realm. You know what I'm saying? Like
You don't think Prada could have done it?
well, I think Dior's the perfect brand, not that another brand couldn't have
for
done
sure,
it.
for sure.
But
for
I just
sure.
feel
see
like
what you're saying.
Gucci, you know, I feel like all the fashion houses, well, of course Gucci's going to make a Jordan.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm
Dior
saying?
did come in.
Well, I
kinda
mean,
cut,
you know, when it came out, what?
yeah, for
Dior's
sure.
making a Jordan?
And it looked very just smooth and just.
Yeah, definitely. Can't beat them.
Alright.
I mean, if I ever could get a pair of them, I would keep them.
Would you?
I would keep them, yeah.
All right.
Just throw them in the collection. Let the value go up a little bit more.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the
Then we got
bottom down the top 5.
So y'all are gonna notice a lot of collabs
In
on
these
this list. There's a
last
lot like
few.
the top. Let's see. It looks like the last 5 of the last 6 are all collabs. So we like some collabs. We just hit the Dior's. Now we got a Union LA collab. Those 4s that they came out with. What was it? 2 months ago, maybe.
Yeah.
We talked about them on the last episode when I was saying that I preferred the off-white bread 4s to the Union LA 4s. But we threw, I think that's another two for just like the off-white 5s.
colorways, yeah.
Both colorways are fire.
The tongue cutting.
The
just
tongue
was
cutting.
Very innovative.
Super.
You know what I'm saying?
So cool.
The colorways were crazy because at first, this shoe remember when the pictures first came out, it was like, what is this?
Yeah,
What is this?
definitely.
But then when they came out, you were like, oh, this is fire.
Like when I saw the off noirs on foot, it was like, ooh, those are fly.
I still want a pair of those. That's probably a birthday shoe for me. You know what I mean? Since
Birthday shoe?
Yeah, I probably get those on my birthday. So do something like that.
Nice.
But yeah, all right.
That Union's put out a lot. They had a few cool collabs that they did this year. They didn't just do the fours.
Yeah,
they
did
did
the newer Jordan, right?
Yeah, they did a newer Jordan,
and that
they
was
did
not a bad looking shoe.
They did an Air Max too, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think. So
I like the gear.
Like
I like
4
the
or
gear,
5.
The gear that came out with the shoes
definitely.
were fly.
Yeah,
like,
all the like work
and
like,
the boxing
streetwear gear they came out. Yeah,
all that was fire. Shout out
to Union. That design team killed all those Nikes for sure. And they're talk about OGs and streetwear. OGs, like been around for a long time.
Do your homework.
Yeah, a lot of these. It's crazy how long a lot of some of these brands, because you see, I feel like some people who are just getting into sneakers see all these, collabs with different clothiers or sneaker shops or skate shops, and they're like, how the hell did they get a collab with Nike? Like,
oh yeah,
what have they been doing?
The history,
and not knowing that some of these dudes founded these stores like 25 years ago.
True enough.
And have been like, were some of the first stores to get Dunks.
Yeah.
Like Nike came to them and was like, will you sell our shoes?
Yeah.
Like people watch. I know half the people who have the sneakers app think it's useless because you probably hardly ever hit on any sneakers on the damn thing, but
it drops knowledge on there.
They do have some really cool right now on there, and this also helps your chances if you go watch these videos, by the way, because it shows activity on your account. But they have this thing called the Story of the Dunk right now. It's like a 6-part series that goes from like how it started and what it like cool. how skate culture got a hold of it and how it got flipped into the SB
I might
dunk.
need to watch that because I think I've watched a few type videos like that on YouTube a while ago.
I've watched the whole series. I think they're on like episode 6 now.
I'll watch it on my phone whenever I get.
They drop some knowledge. Spot. They got some kick checks on there where they'll get designers on and like show what sneakers they got in their collection. So that's cool stuff. Word. If you want to waste some time and just stare at sneakers for a little while,
I'll see what's up on it. What's up on it.
Anyway, next
number 3,
another collab with a small shop.
Did we
the Civilist Dunk.
We put the Civilist at number 3. We put the Civilist at number 3.
We did.
Because that's our personal opinion.
We did. That color change, like who's
that shoe is fire.
Who's seen it?
That shoe is so fire. And the advertisement for the shoe was just insane.
Yep.
When you saw it, you were like, how?
What is this sorcery on my foot?
And just like every other dunk that is super sick and sought out, you still couldn't get this one. Nope. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's
Shout out to the people that did get it and then wear it and flex it. Like, flex, bro. Or shorty.
Yeah, do it.
Do your thing. You deserve it.
For sure.
And none shout out, but I'll speak on the people who are going to try to resell it for like $200, $300, $400 more and they pay for it when the person that wants to buy it is trying to wear it.
Right.
That ain't cool.
Nah.
That's not cool. You know what I mean? I think if I come up to you and want to buy a shoe from you, I might be wrong. Hear me out. If I come to you and want to buy a shoe from you, right? And you're selling the shoe for $400, $500, $600. All right? And you pay retail for it. And I'm coming to you, not as someone you know, but someone who's like, I really want this shoe and I really want to wear it. Like, I'm going to wear it, not coming at you like a reseller. Do you still charge them resale prices? Or do you at that point be like, okay, I can tell you really want to wear this shoe?
I mean, to me, I get to a point where it's like enough is enough. Like making $100 off a pair of shoes is plenty. Like
True.
Why? Now if you got somebody who you can get it from, but somebody comes to you and is like, hey man, like a pair of Jordans, just for instance, high OGs that you $200 around here.
Okay, right.
$200.
All right.
So you paid $200 for that, and I got them for retail, if you came to me like, man, I really fucking want these shoes. Say they're a pair of mochas.
Okay. All right. Prime example.
One of the hypest shoes of the year. This is about $350 right now.
Okay. Word.
And this has been worn once.
So what
Still
was
super crispy, but a dead stock $400. But if you came to me like, man, I just really want a fucking pair of mochas and I can't spend $400 on a pair of mochas, I got you like $275.
You see?
I'd be like,
okay,
I'd be
so,
like,
I mean,
all
that's
right.
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
I'm making, because I
That's what I'm
think
saying.
after tax and everything, you pay like $191 for a pair of high OGs in Alabama.
That's what I was just wondering.
So that's $85 in my pocket.
So it's not necessarily sound like you being such a haggard or sound like you're just trying to knock someone's business, because as long as you eat, I feel like it's okay.
Right.
All right, number 2.
Number 2. Getting close to the end, guys.
Dose. Let's see what we're working with.
A shoe that everybody, or any sneakerhead at least, should know pretty well, and you've at least seen once or twice.
What do we put as number 2?
Another collab. Like I said, 5 out of the last 6 collabs.
For sure. It's a lot of collabs.
Travis Scott Dunks.
That's true. We did put these at number 2. These shoes are sick. From the bandana peeling.
Yep. All the materials he picked are
the friends
just,
and family box.
Yeah.
Sick.
That even down to me, even like the color of pinky chose.
Yeah. All that was
the
sick.
Nike check.
Yo, how about the wool laces?
Also dope.
Come on, man. That shoe is just sick. I really wanted the pair.
The lining was dope. Like, everything about the shoe was just sick. I remember the first time, like, images came out of them. I was like, oh, I gotta have a pair. Definitely never got a pair.
I know, right? Those are so sick. Shout out Travis. Like, he really is the...
He's killing it.
Yeah.
There's another one out. That's
He's
another
a head
dude out
honcho
there.
right now.
Yeah, that's another dude out there. That's
Definitely
just like,
an inspiration.
everything he touches turns to gold.
That's how you do it, though, man.
Except some of that McDonald's merch.
Hey, wear your stuff, man. Wear your stuff, man. Wear your stuff. You hear me? Hey, everything's not to be resale.
Anybody wants some McDonald's merch for cost,
For
holler
reals.
at your boy. I got you. I got a couple of hoodies. Just give me back what I pay for it.
I know, right? All right. Last one on the list. The last one
is like...
We kept it real. We kept it real. This was our own top 10 personal opinion kicks. We kept it real. You know, we paid homage, paid respect on this last shoe. You know what I'm saying? No
R.I.P.
jokes aside. We had to go with the
Kobe pack, man.
undefeated. You know,
The Kobe pack.
The whole
Like,
ordeal of the Kobe pack.
By all the Kobe's they dropped. That whole thing. The
was sick.
jerseys, all the special whatevers they dropped. R.I.P. Kobe. If a Kobe isn't your top shoe on your list this year, then I don't know.
I mean, the Grinches were sick too.
Yeah,
All right.
they about to come out. Who got EA on those? Lucky.
Yeah, I know, right?
I didn't.
But I did see somebody get a pair.
I did
Shout out
too.
to homie.
The guy I talked about last week, the never wear them guy.
Oh,
He posted
is
on
he
his
local?
No, he's in New York.
Oh,
But
shout out Cody Collective, local. I seen that boy flexing a pair.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, I thought that was sick. Anytime I see anybody local around doing something cool or had something cool,
This
can't do
guy
nothing but shout
was
out.
just proud of him. I've liked his because he's not a reseller.
Right.
So it was like the only W I even care about that I took on sneakers is this one. And it's
Oh,
him
see,
opening his pair of Kobe's
that's cool.
and being like, yes, like shit.
That's what's up. That's
Like
what's up.
he had like Merry Christmas or something playing in the background. It's kind of funny. But I mean, like, I feel like that's what people should be doing with Kobe's this year. It is kind of sad that
Kinda is very, but
people saw that as a money grab. Like, okay, I can go buy a bunch of Kobe's.
yeah,
and
but
flip them because
the real ones kept it G. You know what I mean? But yo, that was our top 10. But we also have the great honorable mentions because we really sat here and discussed this shit and was just like going back and forth, a little bit of yelling, a little bit of arguing, but in all the best friends way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got like 5 or 6, if that,
6 honorable mentions. 6.
and we'll pretty much discuss why we thought these were still meant to be shout out.
Yeah. So we already held up one of them, the mochas.
The mochas, yeah, we let
that's
that
probably
make it.
on a lot of people's list.
And I'm gonna say it: the
They
mochas,
fly.
the s'mores, whatever you want to call them, the ash ones. If Travis Scott never made those all brown ones and those mochas came out, they would go even harder. And that's why the value on them is still rising because
Yep.
like you cannot go wrong with this shoe. Such a good shoe.
Talk about a shoe that goes with everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Literally wear that with anything.
Definitely had to make it on the honorable mentions.
Yeah, you
But
had
what
to be
else?
on the list, sort of at least.
What else did we put on the list?
The next ones are kind of a love of mine, and I haven't things to apply to, but I really love them.
What's that?
The PSG 4s.
Yeah, they're
That
fine.
came out back in October. I love the materials of them and the way they work. That is just like the subtle bits of that Bordeaux purple, and then that little bit of gray on the toe.
I like
and
the fives better.
all the fives are fly, but I've just never been a five guy. And the fours,
I ain't gonna hate on them though.
the five, like
That
I like the
burgundy's
all
so-
black on the fives.
Yeah, for sure.
You
It's
know,
hard.
because the white did scare me on the fours. I was like, oh man, I'm never gonna be able to wear these.
But it
It's gonna
pops
screw
hard.
them up. And then I just like all the little. I lived in Paris for a little while, so I love all the little like Parisian things they stuck in it. The insole,
That's
the name Paname, which is like a name for Paris used by young people and like street culture. So it's
Right
just
on.
cool to like the little things, like hints that they added to it. Shouts out to Jordan for that. Like really go into the Paris
True enough.
and being true to Parisians.
What was another one we added?
Your slam jams.
Oh yeah, I had to throw the slam
Slam
jams in there
jam
because the dunk highs definitely made a rise back this year.
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
it was the year of the dunk. We actually kept saying that earlier
And the
before we
slam
started.
jams, I pick them up because the two tone on the laces, the upside down on the Nike sign, like the inside coating or whatever is saying on it is just insane. The suede on the back, and then just the midsole is just the same, like those violet purple ones that just came out.
the
That I wish
purple
I
highs.
that I wish I got.
Yeah, I definitely didn't get
And
any
then
of those
the
this morning.
holes, the air holes aren't oval or round. They're just
I
straight
never even
vertical.
noticed that.
Yeah, if you look at any other shoe, the smoke holes are just like, it's just insane. I said smoke holes. You know what I meant. The air holes. But yeah. What was another honorable mention we slide on there?
Like I said, year of the dunks. So another dunk on the list. Honorable mention is the Chunky Dunkies.
Yeah, the
Ben
Chunky
and Jerry's.
Dunkies. They were sick. I wanted a pair, and I probably still want a pair. The Friends and Family box that looks like a ice cream tub.
That's what I think was so cool about a lot of the dunks that they came out with this year. It's just like
Like
the
your
packaging. Yes.
Sick.
Those concept Turduncan dunks,
Mm-hmm.
the packaging, the special edition box that came with like a Nerf ball
Oh, yeah, all
and
that was
socks
sick.
and all this other just crazy stuff. Like, shouts out to whoever does any of those people's packaging, because that was like the coolest part to me.
Yeah.
I want the special edition Turduncans. Someone
You'll
call
take
me
your Duncan.
right
You'll
now.
take the Duncans over the Chunky Dunkies.
Yes. Because I ain't worried about value. I'm trying to wear them hoes.
Well, I would definitely try my best to wear those Chunky Dunkies. Somehow, I just wear jeans and a white tee and just throw them on and eat a tub of ice cream and just call it a day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
You saying tub of ice cream this is totally off subject. What do you think about people who take these straight crazy, like with the Chunky Dunkies? There was that trend of people
Putting
eating
ice
ice
cream
cream out of them. Is it just like a?
If you got-
is it
if
a
you-
shock thing? Is it like, hey,
guess-
I'll get people to watch my video because they're
I
like,
don't know.
what is this person doing with a $1,400 pair of shoes?
I guess so, because that milk is just gonna soil on the inside.
Oh,
of
the milk is
sock
gonna
lines
dope,
and
dude.
all that, right?
Those shoes are
Over.
done. You eat ice cream. out
Not
of those-
really. You can just take them to
I mean,
the
you can
shoe
watch-
clinic and they will get them
Oh,
right. That was a good alley hoop.
shoot.
That was a really good alley hoop.
Yes.
For sure.
We
though.
shouted
You
them
could
out in
take
the
'em-
last
You could definitely
episode.
take them to the shoe
Definitely.
clinic and they'll
Shoe
get them
clinic.
right back right. So
Speaking of supporting local business,
for sure, right. What was another one? I think we had one more on the list. It probably was the Grateful Dead. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out there as an honorable mention.
It wasn't the Grateful Dead.
The Grateful Dead was fire.
Again,
we'll throw that as an honorable mention.
Year of the Dunk.
What was this?
I mean, so many dunks came out that were just so fire.
This one? Strange Love.
Yes, Strange. I was about to say the Strange Loves.
This ain't the one.
Those Atmos dunks that you wanted. Bro,
yeah, but I wouldn't throw them out there because then the J-Pack was fire. So you know what I mean?
Dunks.
Like the 23, not 23, the Chicago.
The veneers and every dunk that came out this year was so fly.
What was the last one we had on here? Oh,
the Stussies.
All the Stussies were fire. All of them was fire. We'll let that rock.
That
was sick. LeBron media days, the LeBron sevens.
Yeah.
You know, we'll let them slide. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, you good.
Rambling on kicks.
I was just gonna say that I feel like honorable mentions. This list could be changed up 100 times.
That's true.
There are so many shoes we could mention. I will say about the year 2020, as just fucked up as the whole year has been with COVID and work being crazy for everyone and everything. It has been an amazing year for sneakers. Like,
it has.
So many good sneakers.
This year.
I mean, now one thing I will say is I feel like the growth of reselling culture came a lot with like COVID and people sitting around and trying to figure out ways that they can make money offline.
Sure enough.
Because I know reselling was a thing, but I feel like in 2020 it's just like become ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
Like you can't get a shoe on sneakers because of bots. You can't get a shoe on Nike.
And unfortunately, it's just gonna grow. So you just have to learn to adapt with it. That's the only thing I can say, man.
Right.
You have to learn to adapt with what's going on. You can't just hate it so much.
Exactly.
It's like us talking about how much we hate bots.
Right. Right. And then guess who went and bought a bot?
Exactly.
I did, just so I could get. And I'm not out here. I'm not one of these botters who's buying 300 pairs of shoes. That's not. I don't.
Another honorable mention.
Go get like 2 or 3. I bought a bot so I could buy 2 or 3
Listen to this
pairs
guy,
of shoes.
Isn't
that crazy?
This is not a confession for your.
Isn't that crazy?
Buying a
what I'm saying? But isn't that crazy? But it goes to my point though that it is so crazy that I bought a bot just so I could get 2 or 3 pairs of shoes.
Dude, it's not okay. Crazy you don't have to sit here and try to.
I'm not defending myself. I'm trying to go to.
I don't know who you're trying to lie to, either me or yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. Listen to this. Listen to this, y'all. Hold up.
I couldn't get
this
shoes.
This guy's telling me he's only getting 2 or 3 pair of shoes. Granted, let this guy have about 10 to 15 grand, and then a new dunk come out, he can get 20 pairs.
But that's the thing with botting. It's a lot. I'm
not hating or mad. Because I want you to do your thing.
No, I bought a bot that was just for foot sites. So like dunks never release on foot sites. I try to get me a couple pairs of each Jordan that comes out, and then I call it a day.
As you should.
All right. That's all I'm trying to do.
Sure enough.
I don't even buy proxies.
But you sell sneakers,
right? But I'm not out here trying to sell 15 pairs of the same sneaker.
Diverse.
Right. I feel like that's one thing with the sneaker game is you got people who are out here who are bulk buyers who are running. Bought 5 different bots and 1,000 tasks and trying to buy 200 pairs of a shoe. But to me, if I can buy 3 pairs of a shoe and make $200 off those 3 pairs of shoes, I'm straight.
True.
Like right now, I ain't trying to be.
But it is cool.
I'm not trying to be Benjamin Kicks or.
It is cool to know people who do buy a few pair of the same shoe, so then you can do a whole family size run on them.
Right.
Like 444 Kicks. I know he'll have a few pair.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a few other people out there.
See, and I'm getting more where I have people who want each drop, and so I try to. If I have people who want the shoes, then I'll try to buy more pairs of shoes.
Right.
But I'm not
that's
trying to...
That's you feeding for other people, right? You just getting your clientele and all that. So that's cool. That's cool.
And and like you were saying, I ain't out trying to break no people's backs. Like I try to make me a little $30, $40 off a pair.
True enough.
For like doing you a favor and getting.
And that's almost like how I am with my vintage. I seen I wouldn't even call it a meme. I would call it just a post, right? Because it was a guy holding up a sign, and the sign said, "If you can pay this might be exaggerating, but he was like, if you can pay like $1,000 or like some money like that over for a pair of Nikes, you should be able to pay your friend whatever he asks for, he or she asks for their 100+ hours for digging for these items. Because I didn't find these items overnight.
Right.
It takes me driving across country to get these, cross states to get these items online a lot of. So, and when it comes to that, it's just in the sense of like, I'm not necessarily breaking your head, but when I charge this for an item, you have to understand that I'm charging that because of either it took time or the pricing that I paid for it. So, I think that all comes with it all together. You know what I mean?
I think that's one of the hardest things being in the game we're in of reselling, whether it be vintage or sneakers or anything, Supreme. I mean, anything. People hate on you when you want to make money off something, and that's kind of sad, honestly. Like, a lot of times people are like, well, I know you only paid such and such for it. Yeah, but
true.
I'm the one who found it. I'm the one who spent my time going to get it. And I'm just trying to, like, make a little bit of money.
But that weeds out. Those people eventually weed out, and then the right people come your way. So
Oh yeah,
you
definitely.
you just have to take whatever they say with a grain of salt and just keep it pushing.
Right.
You can't, because I have days where I still get discouraged from what I'm doing. And I'm not saying that I'm doing the best of my abilities, but I'm still striving daily.
That's all you can do.
Hitting every bin, hitting every thrift. Showing up to the homies' houses, trading them items for their kicks if they have high commodity kicks that I personally want or know someone that wants, Nothing too crazy. But I go the extra mile.
I feel that. I mean, like you said, this is all about getting around the right people. I've only been doing this for a few months at this point, so it's all. I mean, I've learned some lessons. I've gotten burned a couple times, and it's just.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm still fresh on vintage. I'll say that like this year is my first time actually going full force with this. It's been a hobby the past like few years, but this is the first year of me going in, and like with, like you said, the pandemics and things, real life issues and growing. You find a way. You know what I mean? So with that being said, this was just a little message that said keep pushing.
Right. Keep pushing. We're going to keep pushing with this podcast.
Yeah, we're going to keep trying to deliver you, bring more to it. We're going to try to have a guest the third episode, right?
Yeah.
Maybe someone can come in with some of that Christmas kicks or that Christmas drip.
There you go. Maybe anybody going to go grab those crazy Air Force Ones with all the snow and crap on them?
Oh, I haven't seen that.
They have this whole pack. You'll have to check them out. It's like this whole pack of holiday kicks. And they drop like an Air Force One high and an Air Max 1 or Air Max 90 and a Blazer.
What are you calling this?
They're on the sneakers app.
Yo, oh yeah. Let me ask you this.
The Blazer is actually fly.
Did you see that Nike ID is gonna let you customize your own dunk?
Really? Were you the one who showed me that video of the girl who took the Air Force Ones and customized them and made it look like a Kentucky dunk?
Yeah, but these are actual dunks. But I wonder if Nike's gonna like.
When is that supposed to happen?
I don't know. I figured you'd be the one on this, but apparently they only gonna. I don't know. I'm thinking they probably gonna limit you to certain colorways. You feel me?
I'm gonna have to look into that because
and I wonder will that sell out or like what? Will that be a resale item?
I feel like custom sneakers can be a resale item, but you just have to find that right buyer who's like,
but
wow, I really like your shoes.
I'm saying, should that be a resale? Because at this point, people can do the basic ones.
Right.
You can do a basic, solid color. And are you talking about these Christmas-looking shoes that look like a sweater?
Yes.
Bro, stop.
Exactly. The Blazers are actually kind of fly now. Go back over to the Blazers. Right there, the green ones. The Blazers kind of fly.
I'm saying this right now.
Have you seen the
next year is the year of the Blazers. Next year is the year of the Blazers and the women's shoes on high demand.
I saw a Blazer.
Stating it now.
I saw a Blazer, I think on sneakers the other day.
You know what I'm talking about?
That I really wanted. I don't even remember what it was made.
Blazers.
Yeah,
Word.
but they were fly. It was at no, it was at House of Hoops in the mall.
Shout out Galleria.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
Even though y'all hardly ever have my size and anything, it's fine.
But I guess that was this episode.
Next week, we got a guest. We're gonna have a guest because that's
We
third
will have a
episode. We
guest.
just
We
promised
will
a
have
guest for the third episode.
If you want to be on the episode, please reach out to us because we would like you to come on and speak your knowledge on your vintage fashion, your sneaker drip, your of the culture of Birmingham and what we got going on. And also, if there were some sneakers that you think that we personally left off on the top 10 list, or
Yes.
really not the top 10 because that was our personal opinion.
Yeah,
Really just the honorable mentions.
right.
Comment.
What
hit us
shoes
up,
did we
let us know.
forget? There a lot of shoes came out this year.
Tell
I
us
know
if you think we were wrong on our list, so we
I'm
can argue
thinking of
with
shoes
you.
I forgot right now. So I know y'all have shoes that we
Like
forgot.
one, say one
Say one shoe that we forgot right now.
that you think.
The whole. Well, we already said all the dunks, but I didn't name the specific dunk. So
True.
just leave it.
Think of a different shoe.
Yeah, I already
Too
said
many
all the
dunks. I'm not-
That was just
I'm
like
not-
so. Oh, okay. The Sakai, all the Sakai, the Vapor Waffles.
Dude,
That
those shoes are
everybody-
too long.
We talked about them last week.
That's
me
an
and
honorable
Ivan
mention.
agreed. Me and Ivan agreed. Not really,
And I heard
Feeling
that heavy.
them.
Well, the Blazers were mad heavy, in my personal opinion.
not really feeling them. But I mean,
They probably look
that was
nice
a
on
huge
chicks,
shoe, and
whatever,
I'm
or
sure
some
there's
shit
somebody
like
out there
that.
who like, how you not
That's a more of
putting
a
the
chick
vape
shoe.
Yeah, you
Or
not
like a
putting the
good
Vapor
runner shoe.
Waffles.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Take
yeah.
off running in those Vapor Waffles.
Oh yeah, they look like they can make you fly
Yeah, for sure. McFlies.
for sure. But I
crazy.
mean, I feel like somebody because that was a big collab. But anyway,
Yeah.
we also gonna start another little thing at the end of every episode. I'm gonna bring y'all and show y'all something I found throughout the week. Maybe it might be a piece of Supreme that I got or some shoes that I found, and we'll unbox them right before we leave. And then Ivan, you gonna show us some
probably-
vintage, right?
Yeah, I probably show maybe either some vintage or either some steals that I got for the week. I got a lot of stuff that I'm waiting in the mail due to all this heavy traffic from packaging. It's slowing down a lot of the hustle for us independent resellers out here and us vendor sellers. So
I had the post office
I feels the pain.
lose a package of mine for about 4 days when I was shipping. I was shipping some Concord Jordan 11s to New Jersey, and they lost
mistake.
it for like 4 days. It just didn't say anything on the tracking, and then they found it. Thank God, because it was like $100. So I really needed that money.
Right.
But shout out to USPS. We know y'all are working your heart out. To UPS, FedEx, all y'all. Thank you for everything.
Shout out
Anyway,
Jersey.
Yeah.
Also,
Shout out Jersey.
Tri-state area.
Yeah.
But this is Navy Fives. Signing out. You know what I mean? Logging out. All that good stuff.
Mr. Benjamin,
Catch me on the Instagram.
Glen Iris Vintage Sneakers.
That's right. Thanks
Thanks,
for watching.
guys.
Yeah. Later.
Sneaker Culture 101, Episode 2. We out.
Always.